my name is Rebecca Peralta.
I'm Sarah Boss.
I'm Andrew Diaz.
I'm Trey Kaiser, and we are
GoPro!
GoPro mission statement. We dream, we envision, we hold passionate ideas about vast possibilities our world has to offer. Our passion leads us to create experience and realities that expand our world and inspire those around us. A day on a mountain with friends is to be captured, and the sharing of our collective experiences allows us to relive such cherished moments in our lives, as if we are there once again. GoPro allows people to capture and share their lives' most meaningful experiences with others to celebrate them together. One of the world's most versatile cameras are what we make. Enabling you to share your life through incredible photos and videos is what we do. This is your life. GoPro.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm here with Sarah today, who's going to give us a brief summary on the history of GoPro. Sarah?
GoPro was founded by Nick Whitman in 2002.
Cool, Nick Woodman. So can you tell us a little bit about Nick Woodman? Who is Nick Woodman?
Nick Woodman was he was an outdoor man who loved surfing, and he wanted to capture his memories through his outdoor experiences.
So how would you say that he founded GoPro necessarily?
He wasn't wealthy. He didn't come from a wealthy family, so he had to start from the bottom and work his way up.
The problem. Although GoPro has had a long history of success, there are many new companies entering the market. Companies such as Polaroid, Sony, Samsung, and many more. With so much competition in the industry, the only way to stay in business is to cut costs or innovate new product.
So I'm here with the Director of Finance. Andrew, where would you say that the future of GoPro is going?
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, currently GoPro does have a lot of market share in the action camera industry, but there's a lot of people who are coming in due to the amount of time we've been in the industry. Right. So we're actually thinking about going into a new direction, which is our new division, which is our drone action camera.
Nice, drones. So what does a drone actually do? Like, what is it good for?
It's a great question. Well, drones are used for many things. They're used for films, actually professional films. The hobbyists love them. They can go out and do extreme sports, just like the founder, Nick Woodman, would do. Mm-hmm. And so we noticed that GoPro definitely has the ability to enter this market at a great price.
So I know there's a lot of drones out there. What makes GoPro so distinct amongst the rest?
Well, the first thing I would say is we're going to be very competitively priced in the market. So rather than spending $1,000, $1,500, you can actually get a drone for somewhere around $700 to $800. So that's a big difference compared to a lot of the competitors out there.
How would you say that this is going to affect, different markets and or the stock market in itself?
Well, a long time ago, the founder did believe that GoPro was going to be so big, he actually made it go public. So that means anybody can be an investor in GoPro. That was a big step for the company. And the future for GoPro is that a lot of our shareholders can see a great return with our new industry and our new division. And that's where we plan to take this drone to be one of the leading products on the market. It shows a lot of faith when the founder has the majority sharehold in the business. That means he really believes in the people around us, the team that we have going to make this the strongest company around.
How strong would you say GoPro is in regards to its competitive? Like what's GoPro's competitive advantage, would you say?
I think the user content, to be honest. They've created a culture of their own. So people, they follow the brand and they want to continue using their products.
Andrew, so you mentioned the culture. What does that look like in itself? What is the culture?
Well, the culture of GoPro is the average person. You don't have to be a professional. You can be the average Joe who just likes sports, into outdoor activities, or you can be the person that's a professional skydiver, someone who mountain climbs. And so it really gets people out there in the field, and we want to make sure that this product is convenient and you can take it with you wherever you go.
Do you have a sample, or do you have like a quick demonstration that you can offer us?
Actually, I do. Well, here's a version of the GoPro. This is the Hero, and as you can see here, I have it on it's almost like a selfie stick, so you can use it for going up close and personal to people. You can take pictures of yourself, and GoPro is well known for many accessories, which opens up a lot of markets to other companies to make accessories, third-party ones.
So what kind of accessories come with this?
So if you notice right here, this is actually a waterproof case. So people who do underground or underwater, I should say, filming, they can use that. There is a charging port right here in the back, which is USB, just so almost like every other plug people use out there nowadays. And basically these pins that they use, there's so many different options for you. You can use it on suction cups, there's chest pieces, there's head pieces, there's inflatables that you can put it on. So that's just an idea of what you can use it with.
So this was the original, correct? If I'm not mistaken, we're gonna take it to drones. So you're telling me that all this technology can be up in the air anywhere? Wow, that's impressive.
The solution? New product line of compact action camera drones. One of our first models is known as Karma, keeping actively roaming members adventurous. The pivotal point is what brings us to our transitional marketing prospects. We are excited about increasing our market shares by venturing into new markets. Our main focus is extending our customers' experience by extending your site and our site further than just the lens. How are we doing this, you ask? Well, with taking GoPro to the next level by bringing new, attractive, yet traditional and efficient drones. With these drones, we are highlighting affordable quality, and let's venture further by supporting our customers' extreme love for sports and vitality by offering them a highly affordable quality drone.
Hello, I'm Andrew Diaz, and I'm here with Rebecca interviewing her. She's from GoPro. She is the Director of Marketing. So Rebecca, what is GoPro's plan to come to the market with all the different drones out there?
Thank you, Andrew. So you mentioned all the different drones, right? You know what? GoPro's unique. Why is it unique, would you ask? Well, as we mentioned earlier, we're very affordable, for our adventurous people out there. We want to make sure that we capture every single aspect of what our customers' needs and wants are. Therefore, by understanding what their needs and wants are within the demand, we can expand on that through providing different accessories within the drone, The drone can be waterproof. We can take it internationally anywhere, and by capturing that image we can also establish ourselves and reach out to those people on a one-on-one basis. Nowadays with social media and all, we can have people put in their footage or shoot it to us through Instagram and or Snapchat. We can create so many platforms that will extend GoPro and show the fact that it has that unique quality in itself.
Now, what is going to be the number one thing that's going to be the eye catcher for GoPro? Who do you think is going to be the person that's going to want to buy it in the market?
Realistically, GoPro can be used for anything if you think about it. So let's say, picture you take the whole family to Big Bear for Christmas within a cabin. And it's the very first time that this family is actually going to go, skiing. So wouldn't the father and or the grandfather or whomever within the family want to operate the GoPro? And you know what? Considering that fact, anybody can. It's so easy to operate that it's not, it's not intimidating. My little 5-year-old niece can operate it, and I think that's pretty cool.
Wow, that's great. Any ideas of who you think would be a good partner for GoPro with their new drone? Any sponsorship? Any cool ideas that would just bring this to the forefront of the drone world?
So we did mention earlier that we are public. And because we are public, we would be more than willing to open up different sponsorships and or partnerships, just to expand that market.
Now, is GoPro gonna have like, what's the design you think gonna look like? Are we gonna go in for sexy look? Are we going for a rugged look? Because when I think of GoPro, I think of a very rugged, outdoor climbing rocks kind of feel. Any ideas of what that's gonna look like?
Of course, we want to keep it, aesthetically pleasing, but we don't want to lose that very traditional factor that it is durable. This is for high active, very, thrill-seeking, extremists, type of like go-getters that are adventurous outdoors, So considering that fact, I think we're going to keep it very, more subtle, but yet very like eye-catching in a sense. So aesthetically pleasing, but still traditional.
Now, I just want to know this real quick. Who is your target customer? Who's going to be the person that you target? Who's your audience?
Thank you for that question, Andrew. We're marketing to the people that really seek the qualities and the attributions that GoPro stands for. We want to give them that adventure feel. We want to make it affordable. We want to make sure that they have an exciting moment, within their family that they can share, for decades to come.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's look at some of the milestones GoPro has planned. In October 2016, GoPro launched Karma Drone. Unfortunately, this same month, we had to recall it due to power failure. Rest assured, in February 2017, Karma is now back on the market. March 2017, we plan Karma's new marketing and advertising campaign. Also, May 2017, research and development into 2 new compact models. In July 2017, we plan to seek film and media endorsements. And by the end of the year, August 2017, we plan to release those 2 new compact drones.
Industry analysis of action camera drone. Action camera market size is anticipated to grow at a CAGR of over 22% from 2016 to 2023. As of 2015, more than 7 million units were shipped across the world. Increasing popularity and usage of social networking sites is predicted to propel the industry growth over the forecast period. By end use, professional and personal are the major segments. Personal action camera market share accounted for around 75% of the overall revenue in 2015. Ultra HD, SD, and Full HD are contributed towards technology segment. GoPro accounted for over 45% of the overall industry in 2015. US action camera market size led regional demand and is anticipated to continue its dominance over the forecast period. Key success factors: innovative ideas and products, expansive marketing campaigns, strong customer base, and co-branding with other market leaders.
So I'm here with Trey, who's actually our VP of Design. Trey, can you take it away and give us more information on that?
Sure, no problem. The design of the new drone has been about a 3-year project. We first migrated from the action camera to a design of, we want to take a lot of customer input and find out what our action camera users were wanting. And they wanted a drone that was going to be durable. They wanted a drone that was going to have long flight time, that was going to come in at a price point that wasn't going to break the bank. And with the new drone that we're coming out, second quarter of this year, I think we've met all our targets, and I think it's going to be a phenomenal product.
Nice. I'm really looking forward to experiencing it.
Strategic group mapping. As you can see on this X and Y axis, we've measured 2 important variables: price of drone and customer satisfaction. On the right-hand side, you can see some of the top names in the drone industry, mapped out based on price. GoPro plans to use its brand influence to create its own market share in the industry at a low price with high customer satisfaction. GoPro can use its brand influence to carve its own market share in the industry.
GoPro design and development. Input. Determine customers' needs. Refine product specifications. Determine ROIs. Design. Test various technologies, ensure durability, and confirm minimum costs. Development. Fine-tune final models. Beta release software, make product announcements. sell, ship to wholesalers within big box stores. Provide test units. Marketing in full swing.
GoPro CPOC diagram as of March 2017. In this particular slide, we explain the different variables that go into creating a GoPro product, the suppliers, the inputs, the process, the outputs, the customers, and the requirements. For the suppliers, the circuit boards, the servo motors, the camera lenses, and the packaging. For the inputs, it's going to be customer feedback, research and development, customer software, computer-assisted design. The process involves designing, testing, building, and selling of the products. The outputs will be the drones and accessories. The customers are going to be wholesalers, direct-to-consumers, big box retailers, and internet retailers. The requirements are going to be model selection and bulk orders. The process diagram is going to be customer desires and inputs. GoPro listens, evaluates customer input, GoPro builds the customer purchase, and then GoPro receives feedback. GoPro Economies of the Business 2016. Here we show revenue drivers, profit margins, fixed costs, variable costs, startup costs, and the break-even point. The revenue drivers are broken into the 3 product segments, which will be the action cams, the drones, and accessories. The profit margins are going to be the difference between sales versus expenses. The fixed costs are going to be expenses such as the office space, factories, and other costs that don't change on a month-to-month or year-to-year basis. The variable costs are going to be the changes that are going to fluctuate, such as electricity, variables, and suppliers. The startup costs are going to be the costs to start a new business segment. And as you can see in this slide, the drones will be the only new startup costs. The action cams and accessories have been in place, so they won't have startup costs. And the break-even point is going to be the total of the fixed and variable costs and any additional startup costs.
Revenue model. We use a 3-channel revenue model with wholesaler and big box being the largest channel, with internet and direct sales being the fastest growing channel. Consumer, wholesaler and big box, internet and direct sales.
Looking at the visual graphs, you can see GoPro's 5-year financial projections. In 2017, the year we launched, you may notice the company's net income and expenses were at a loss. This is due to the recall of the Karma. We do plan on making a rebound in 2018. As an overall summary, by 2019 we plan to break even, and by 2020 we plan to show a very high net income of $560 million, which would be great to our shareholders.